reason why you are with them. It can't be you guys will just be in a relationship, going back and forth and always, and you wouldn't let your partner know how handsome or beautiful they are. But supposed to be serving you,
Okay.
as in
Wait,
cooking.
relax. I'm supposed to be serving you.
Yeah, act of service.
Okay, then that's for you.
Yeah.
But then for other
But
people,
are
it
you
may
willing
be
to do that? Are
I
you willing
mean-
to do that for your dad?
I relax. That's it. I did not know anything. To the extent that you see somebody whose love language is love language. Hey, ready, big bow.
Oh, sister. Ah.
Hello, sweet people. Welcome to today's edition of Bhaddext Convo here at Bhaddext Studios. My name is your very sweet mommy Araba, and I'm here with.
Oswald Mensah, popularly known as Khid Shares.
Alright, thank you, Kate. And so today we are going to be looking at something very controversial, something that most people like to talk about, and it's the topic of love languages. Love languages. Today we are asking you, our lovely viewers, and ourselves here as well, what do you think about love languages? So okay, when we talk of love languages, what comes to mind?
Love languages. Love languages is like very broad. Yeah. So it depends on how people show or they receive love.
Okay.
Yeah,
Love languages, how people show or receive love.
of course.
Well, for me, I think that love languages are the ways by which people communicate love. So I think we are pretty much saying the same thing. And today we hear of love languages all over town. Do you think it's a real thing or it's just a social media trend?
I think it's actually real.
Hey,
It's actually real.
okay. How real?
Looking at my parents, sometimes my dad comes back from work and my mom would be like, wait, yeah, what about see. About rushing to take his bag, preparing his food and all that. It makes my dad even happy, although maybe even stressed at work or something. But the moment my mom greets him without warm kind of feeling, it gets okay. And I think looking at that makes me feel much more happier being in the family.
That's nice. That's so cute. Big ups to kids, mommy and daddy. Alright, so I think that love languages is real because it's a way of communicating love to other people. It's the way I'll receive love, as he says, happens in his family is different from how another person will receive this love. So yeah. We hear of acts of service, acts of affection,
Words of affection.
words of affirmation and stuff like that. What do you think has brought forth those ideas? And if you look at them, which one will suit you, your love languages?
Okay, personally speaking, words of affirmation is like looking at your partner and encouraging them of their beauty, letting them know the reason why you are with them. It can't be you guys will just be in a relationship, going back and forth and always, and you wouldn't let your partner know how handsome or beautiful they are. But they'll have to go outside to experience that, and that is going to cost you your relationship.
Okay, I think that's a very cute one. So please, this is coming from a very, very single perspective. So please, kid, please, this is Kid, okay? He's very, very, very single. As he's talking, you can get a cuteness in his voice and all of that.
Me are there me chilling no. Me found come me gam and then after so many years. Me found come get walk home my GD same now. We church now we are on French boy. Really man I hear come for na we cute to we are cute to see Obi.
So please, if you're a lady out there looking for a guy like Kid, who'll be telling that you are beautiful, you are this, you are that, you are chocolate and carrots, please, Kid is here. He's very, very, very single. He's ready to accommodate you all. Thank you very
Let's
much.
say about that.
All right. So I think that love languages are getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Even though they are very positive, they are getting out of hand. To the extent that you see somebody whose love languages is love language. Hey, ready, big bow.
Oh, sister. Ah.
Love language is not words of affirmation. But can make it because they are doing it for Cassandra. Me too, they have to do it for me. They have to tell me that I'm beautiful. And I mean, there's a positive aspect to all of that. But then it's getting out of hand and it's giving the boys pressure. So you as a single guy, what do you think is causing that? What do you think that poses as a risk to your gender?
Okay, thank you for the question. But I would say it's the kind of friends that the females love.
Okay.
Because speaking from the university level, you being in the university background, you might find a guy that you like. But because girls, you have this kind of girl group thing going on. Maybe when you send your guy into the group, they'll be like, this guy is not up to you. He doesn't have this, he doesn't have that. And that causes a lot. That causes a lot. So when some people are buying gifts for their girlfriends and stuff, they tend to show it to their friends. So you get female, you'll be thinking that, oh, okay, then what's my boyfriend doing? Or what's my guy doing? But the little he has to support, that's what he's doing. But looking at your friends, the gifts and things that they are having, coming to them and all of that, you think your guy is not doing enough. And that may rise, maybe bring up some arguments and stuff, some breakups, and the whole lot. My guys are really going through a lot, but what can I see? I'm a single guy, so I'm not really.
Hey, sorry, please, you just mentioned that he's single. Please, ladies out there, come and grab Khid. He's very, very single. I mean, that's a very beautiful perspective. And I cannot relate because I'm not a very taken person. I'm very single. But then I can say that it is true. Looking at the way people's relationships online are going and the kind of stories people tell on social media, I realize that comparison amongst friends is a major contributing factor to the breakups that we hear of today. And so I think that you out there in the relationship, please, that's Kweku is doing a lot for you. That's Kwabena is doing so much for you. He's doing all that he can. But I beg you, it's not as if he doesn't want to do plenty. I beg you, beg on his behalf. Kindly open your heart to him. Let him know that he also appreciates. I mean, the same way you love to receive your form of love languages in your relationship, it's also give it out to that's Kweku, that's Kwabena, that's Musa out there that is fighting for love. Thank you very much. All right, so we'll move to our last question. What would you think that love languages should be like in today's setting? Looking at our whole Gen Z way of thinking, what has love languages been to the old people? What is it to us now? And what do you think it will be to the future generation?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. Looking at love back then, the olden days, as I use my parents as an example.
Sure.
Back then, it was like acts of service. If you do agree with me.
Yes,
the mothers and the females, the ladies in the house used to serve them the meals. They used to serve the meals and all that. But looking at this era, this Gen Z era, with mobile phones and internet and everything still in there, I think they see that as like enslavement, as work for them. Because looking at a girl now, with the meals,
the old way of demonstrating your love.
Yeah. Gen Z people see that as like enslavement, as maybe the boy is putting pressure on them or treating them in some way that they do not like. But I wouldn't say much because the internet has like spoiled our way of thinking. So now if a guy is supposed to come out and to say, I would like a girl who's supposed to cook, serve, and do all that, the girl will be like, I'm not going to do that. You are a girl for yourself and you can answer that question. If I'm to come to you,
let's don't come to my perspective.
If I'm to come to you and tell me that, oh, okay, I'm interested in you and this and this and that, but they are supposed to be serving you.
Okay.
As in cooking.
Wait, relax. I'm supposed to be serving you.
Yeah, acts of service.
Okay, then that's for you.
Yeah.
But then for other people,
are you willing to do that? Are you willing to do that for your guy?
Relax. Hey, that's it. I'm not here. I can't. I'm not supposed to serve you if you are not my husband.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
I understand.
But then we can come to a negotiation of the roles you must play as boyfriend and girlfriend. See, I'm supposed to serve you. That's it.
I'm not actually saying it as in saying as if I take you from your mom's house or your dad's house to come and save me in my house. Not like that.
Fair.
So this Gen Zs are like all about money, gifts, and I think, excuse me to say, sex.
Okay.
Wow. So looking at the olden days of showing love, it wouldn't work in this Gen Z period. It wouldn't work.
But do you believe there are exceptions in the Gen Z?
Oh, of course yes. Of course yes. Because some people are like trained in a old school way. They don't have that kind of DD lifestyle in them to show off. Maybe their man has a car, their man stays in a mansion or whatever that. Yeah.
That's fair.
So to the DD girls out there or to the slave queens out there, people think their man is supposed to provide, give them what they need and all that. Yeah, he's your guy. You're in a relationship. It's not like he's married to you.
Okay, I like that part. It's not like he's married to you.
Well, it's not like he's married to you. So there are certain things you should not expect from your boyfriend. But expect more from your husband, not your boyfriend.
Thank you very much. So
Yeah.
that tells us that if you're in a relationship with somebody, it's a give and take something. I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
sure.
Until it's sealed, I know this is right. Until it's sealed, right? You can't define the roles that your boyfriend or your girlfriend has to play in your life. And this is coming from a very single perspective. So please find this wisdom beneficial to your life. Kindly take it. And so thank you so much for joining us for today's episode of Bhaddext Convos. Unfortunately, we couldn't go really into love languages. But this is one perspective we are talking about today. And so for another time, we'll be looking at the second perspective of what do you think about love languages. It's been me, your very sweet host, Mavi Araba with
Your co-guest also mess up.
Thank you so much for joining us and have a wonderful day. Bye.
Hey,